lead mine.
And Maryville, and Daddy always called it jug cake. Well, that was Missouri.
And how did she come up here? What did she come up here for?
Well, the Adamses were shirt tail relation.
I didn't know that.
Oh, yes.
Wow, Lee and Daisy?
Yes. Well, Daisy, see, was Ross's sister.
Sister,
Daisy and my
yeah.
mom were friends down in Missouri.
That's amazing.
And so then Lee and Lon, their cousin or Uncle Buddy, you ever hear of Uncle Buddy?
I remember the name, didn't I?
His name was Christopher Columbus Adams.
Hmm.
He married my mother's, he married my grandmother's sister. She was Margaret. Did you know Bert? Bert?
I remember
So
the
Bert
name.
was
Yeah.
my wife, was my mom's first cousin.
For crying
Yeah.
out loud.
And they all came from that same area down there in Missouri.
They all migrated out around Missouri.
Well, there's nothing down there. They
Ah.
couldn't make a living.
No.
So, several years ago, I was down there, and we were at this little Chapel Hill Church and Cemetery.
In Missouri?
Uh-huh. And my uncle said, "Do you know Ross White?" And I said, "Yes, I know Ross." He says, "Well, when he was a kid, his family came to church here." He said, "Ross always had goats.
He was the goat boy.
They
That's-
called him Goat Boy."
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. My
Yeah. And so before this was changed, there was, you know how this was here.
Oh,
right?
yeah, the bar.
And so Ross was in here drinking a beer or something, and I went down beside him. And I says, "How you doing, Goat Boy?"
Oh,
He just kept looking down, looked over at me finally and said, "Where you been?"
where?
I said, "I've been down in Missouri." That's what I thought. So,
That's
That's a great
amazing.
story.
Is this timing?
Yeah,
or what?
timing was good.
These
Taking your
kids are
coffee
here
break.
for a day.
oh, really?
Yeah.
Washington State now.
see how-
My daughter.
Yeah. How you doing?
This is amazing.
See, and Lee and Lon are they were my
Sit down there,
father-in-law's
Mother.
cousin,
Hey.
which was the Meekers.
Okay, your father-in-law.
My father-in-law was
Okay.
cousin to Lee and Lon, my
Yeah.
second or third,
Yeah.
some kind of cousin. And they came from down there too. The Meekers
They
came.
all.
Uh-huh.
It was like a mass migration up this way.
Oh, yeah.
It
And so when we were down there, when I found out about Goat Boy, we were looking through the cemetery there, and here are the Smallwoods and the Youngs and the Meekers, all buried from here to that floor.
And
That
that's
was
where
the
Daddy
Chapel
went.
Hill Church.
That's not quite right. But see, they used to have churches out there in the country, and they all
Yeah.
had cemeteries.
Right.
Let's see, Whitechapel or something.
What was the town that they were in?
It was close to, well, it's right close to Lead Mine, which is just a white spot in the road.
Yeah.
And so it is about 50 miles south of Springfield.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is-
Buffalo and some of those.
Okay. Interesting.
Mhm.
Didn't he used to call it Pumpkin Center or something?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
called it Pumpkin Center.
Yeah.
Well, you're amazing for us to run in.
Yeah.
When you're not here. This is amazing.
So was it my first haircut or was it just a haircut?
No, it was your first
First
haircut.
haircut.
Daddy brought him up here to eat.
give him.
Imagine.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah, I was gonna say, you did a number on him. I like it.
So your folks used to own this, or who owned this?
Daddy, my.
Your
Ross-
dad?
Ross White.
Really?
Ross.
I've heard the name.
You've
Are
heard
you
the
Stephen?
name.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
And then-
you're.
I've been there 31 years.
I know.
Since
you.
'83, I was after Andy, and Jim sold it to Andy. Did you know Jim?
I sold it to Jim.
You sold it to
Yeah.
Jim. Yeah, Jim stayed with me for like 10 years here until he
Did.
died.
Yeah, he,
And he was sober.
Well, how long did you run?
oh, not very long, because I didn't know anything. I shouldn't have been here. But I had a man.
I knew that.
That was not a good time.
No, I
Which guy was that, Welsh?
Yeah.
Oh,
I remember Welsh.
Oh, I remember Welsh.
got him with the cool cue.
No, shit, I was a little kid. I used to come and look at the girls on the, I look at the women on the grill.
Oh, yeah.
And I'd sit
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
I used to come in here when I was 6, 7 years old.
Little.
I'll be done.
No, those 3 years I was in the wrong place. I'm in a good place.
I thought you did a good job.
Did I? Oh, I cleaned it up.
Yeah.
There was a lot of payola going on. When I got here, the health department.
Well, I know, but it
jumped on
would be so fun.
Oh, no.
it. What? Yeah.
Did you get it from Purvis or who did you get it
Yeah.
The
from?
ones that
Yeah.
give you one of these,
Yeah.
home it to you.
And honest to God,
Yeah.
that health department was
I know
on me.
exactly what you mean.
And I went down there personally and I said, I don't know what's been going on here under the table, but that thing is cleaner than it's been in 30 years. And they got all my because I did. I cleaned grease out. Hey, you know who's got that Poolhall grill? The old original?
You got it?
In my backyard.
Did you get it
Sitting
from Pete?
outside?
Did you get it from-
No, believe me. It's well kept.
The other one that was in there, it burned up on me.
Hey, well, this
After I
one was
remodeled.
the old original from back in the day.
This one was, that one I had was pretty old.
Yes, it
It had
was.
an oven and
I
stuff in
put
it.
that one in.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, it had an oven in it and stuff. And then a stove on the side, on the right side of it.
Yeah, yeah.
And then it finally it caught on fire. After I remodeled it in '93, I took it out, I cleaned everything, I cleaned it all up, and then we had a pretty good influx of business. And then anyway, so the bottom of that hood, I had a fire with that. I had to put it out with a fire extinguisher. And then I bought these two in '93.
Yeah,
But
that's.
they went out, so they were there for quite a while. That one that I took out. That was the same one that was there when I was a kid.
Well, that went through everyone after her,
Right?
Yeah, yeah.
which was probably 20 years.
Had no shut-offs, no nothing. I had fire coming out the front of the lawn. You turn it on with a little crusher wrench. Didn't have no knobs.
Yeah.
What do you remember Donald Welsh?
He was crazy. Very.
Yeah, don't hold back.
Oh,
I don't remember much. I was a little kid.
Oh, you was married to Welsh?
his first name was Welsh.
Yeah, Welsh Brown.
Oh, I was just, I just knew him as Welsh. I didn't know.
They named him well.
Yeah, I remember him.
He was never, but he was never, well, I was crazy here. My wife said I was crazy here too. I mean, when I was drinking, I said I was crazy too. What you don't remember don't count.
Yeah.
That guy, he wasn't a drinker. He was just crazy.
Yes, he
He
was.
didn't
It's just crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he the one that picked his nose and fried hamburger?
Oh, great.
Wow.
I hope not. I don't think he was. That was another mistake I made. But I've been on the right track for 37 years. I finally found a man with the same ethics that I have. Well, I did your statue down
What did you?
here, that Mr. Eaton.
Oh, you did?
That's what I do. I spell.
Oh,
Oh, is that right? You
I
did
did.
Benjamin, you did Benjamin Eaton?
Heck yeah.
I did the Veterans Memorial in Greeley, the Eagle, and Joe Martinez.
Oh, really? Well, that's great.
I straighten out, man.
Well, I guess.
Yeah, that's what I still do.
What was Ross's brother's name?
Homer.
Homer, the
Oh,
guy
no,
killed.
the one in Greeley.
They killed an airplane shooting an antelope, didn't he?
You remember
No,
all
I don't
the
remember it, but I heard all the stories over there. Yeah, they would ton an antelope to put in a hamburger here, they said. That's what they said. Anyway, which I wasn't surprised. He used to be mystery meat back in those days.
Oh, yeah, mystery.
Anyway, they always carried a jug with them, they said, when they were flying that airplane.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
And they,
Oh,
He was down in the
Flipped it.
dusting compartment.
yeah.
Shoot.
they,
Yeah. That was real.
What was your
I never
uncle's
knew.
name that lived in Greeley and did the, I think he did some fruit and stuff?
Dave.
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 And he had a daughter named Rosalie.
Rosalie.
I went to school with Rosalie.
Wow.
Oh, and Joni knew her and her kids.
Your daughters, yeah.
Yeah, you did.
And what was the white that lived here in town? Artie?
Artie or
Artie.
Clyde. He
Clyde.
went by both.
Yeah, well, they called him Artie and Clay. But,
They brought me down a bunch of
Dixie,
bread.
his daughter, and my wife.
Artie
we were
White,
great friends.
1942, also a food license from, I don't know where it's at, I
I got
can't
it
get it
over
right
here.
now.
Oh my
See ya.
1942, and the food license was written in pencil from the authorities.
Oh my
They wrote it in
God, that's
pencil.
crazy.
They found it
Man,
in Artie's
I closed
house.
it.
in his house. It's hard telling what else was in
Well,
there.
I don't know, that was down there.
Wow.
I don't know, I got him somewhere to stack of bread. Just-
Oh my God. Heck yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
This is wonderful history.
Ah,
Years ago,
amazing.
We were supposed to.
Yeah. Hey, thanks.
Nice to meet you, man. Thank you for the initial